Hope you all are good, and today we are going to do constructor overloading in C++. Constructor overloading. Here we are going to see the same concept which we have already done with the function. As we know that the constructor is a special member function, and as we did it with the member function of the class, we have done the overloading. Same way, constructor can be also overloaded. So what is the concept in it? Whenever in a program we will have more than one constructor, then it will be called constructor overloading. And different between those two constructor will be the number of parameters or the data type of the parameters or the argument will be different, or it can be both. So in constructor, as we know that it is same as the class name, so whatever the name of the class will be, same name will be for the constructor as well. And here we will see in the program more than one constructor, that means it has the concept of constructor overloading. We have more than one constructor in a program, then how we will call the constructor? As we know that whenever object is created, constructor is automatically called. So when we will create the object, we also have to pass the value for the parameters. Then when we will pass the values for 2, like the number of parameters will be 2, then the constructor having 2 parameters with same corresponding data types, that will be called. And likewise, if the constructor has one parameter and we will pass one parameter, then the constructor with one parameter will be called. And if there is no parameter passed, then the constructor with no parameters will be called. So this way how it will be called. So now let's see how we will do it using a program. It will be more clear to you. So in this program we are going to see how constructor overloading is done. So in this program we have class name college, and under public specifier we have our data member function and constructor. So here we have code place subject as our data member, and print display is member function, and we know that class name we have same name as the class name is our constructor. So college here with 2 parameters is our constructor, and another constructor that is having 1 parameter. So we have more than one constructor in the program, but here you can see there is 2 parameter and here is 1 parameter. There is difference between the number of parameter. So we can identify these two differently. And as just now we have discussed, to call the constructor, we have to call as we know that constructor is called automatically when the object is created. So while creating object, we have to pass the value. So here we have created object, class name, and then the object name. And inside the parenthesis, we have passed one value first. So one parameter with the char data type. So here is one constructor with one parameter, that is char data type. So this is matched. So that first constructor will be called. Then comma. Then this is one more object with 2 parameters. First is number, integer with no double quotation. We will write integers, and when there is characters, string, then double quotation will be used. Okay. So there is 2 parameters. So here we have passed 2. So this will call the constructor with 2 parameters. that is college, with first is int, that is number, and then the char. So same, 100 is an integer, first one, and the char for place Ranchi we have taken. So the main concept of this program is, here we have taken the data members. We have to initialize it using the constructors. There is two constructor, both the constructor is used to initialize. Here we will receive the value and then we will pass it to the data members. In the first constructor, C code and C place will receive the value, and in the body of the constructor we have passed it. C code will be passed to code and C place will be passed to place. And same way, another constructor having one parameter, it will receive one value, subject, we have taken for sub. It will receive the value and it will pass it to the data member, that is subject. So for words or string we will use string copy, and for integer we will use assignment operator. Okay, so strcpy. And here our class is closed. That means we are declaring our member function outside the class. So for that we know that the method is, first we will write the return type, then the class name, then the scope resolution operator, and then function name. And inside the body of display we are displaying the values of constructor with two parameter, and in print function we are declaring, we have kept the value to be printed for the constructor with one parameter. Okay, so this is how we have placed. And we know that in class, this is our class, this is opening of the class, and here this is the closing of the class, but all the member function prototype is over here, written over here, and their definition has been done outside the class, but their prototype is inside the class. So these all are the member of the class. Now execution of the program starts from main function. So in main function you can see we have made two constructor in this program, one with one parameter and one with two parameter. So when we will create the object, that constructor will be called. So here we are creating the object college. Execution of the program will start with main. So first main, we will enter the main, and then clear screen will clear the screen of the output. And next college object1, obj1. So class name, and then whatever we will write will become our object. So object is created, but we have two constructor with one parameter and two parameters. So here only, after creating object, inside the parenthesis we will pass one value. So for one value we have taken constructor of char parameter. Here this is char, and sub, for this is we have taken for subject. So we have passed computer science, in double quotation we have written computer science. So this will be passed to sub, and sub will receive the value computer science and it will pass it to subject. So subject has, which is our data member, that will also be initialized with computer science, and this is close of, here is was opening and this is close. That means this constructor is called and executed. So finally initialization of subject is done. Same way, in same line, after comma we have created one more object with two parameters. So this is 100. For integer we will not put any double quotation, okay, and comma, and then next is Ranchi. So same format is in our constructor, another constructor. First one is in integer form and second one is in char form, and this is C code and C place. So C code will receive 100 and C place will receive Ranchi, and same way, because it is integer we are using assignment operator. So C code, that is 100, will be initialized in code. So code also has 100 now value. And C place has Ranchi and it will be copied to place as a string copy. strcpy does the same. This value will be passed to this. So Ranchi will be passed to place, and this end of this constructor closed. So while creating object, we have seen we have passed the parameters or the arguments. So this is our actual argument, and in the top whatever the variables or these were our formal parameters. Okay, so this line is also executed. After this we will move to next line, obj. So obj we have created for passing two parameters. So using obj we will call display, because in display function only we have displayed the value for two parameters, that is code and place. So as we will call this display, we know that in obj every value 100 and Ranchi is passed to the code and place. So as display will be called, display will execute this section. So what will this do? Text color yellow, it will change the color into yellow. cprintf, so whatever the color we want in yellow, we will write it under parenthesis with cprintf instead of writing cout. So cprintf we will write, then inside parenthesis, inside double quotation, whatever we will write will be printed, and that too in yellow color, because we have set the color as yellow. So code colon will be printed in yellow. Then after that cout, so this will also print the code, but this is a variable, so code has 100 as we have initialized it, and endl. So code colon 100 endl, and then cprintf again, that means place colon will be printed in yellow, and then place, that is Ranchi, endl, that will move to next line. So this is closed. So when we will call display, this will be printed because we have used cout and cprintf, so it will be displayed in output. And next is, as this execution will complete, we will again return back to the next line, that is C display is executed now to this line. Now obj1, using obj1 we have passed one parameter. So print we will call print, then print also has the statement which will display the value of the constructor. So inside this we have written cprintf again. So as we have set already in yellow, so subject colon will also be printed in yellow, and subject, so in subject we have passed computer science, so computer science will be printed, and this is closed here. So again we will return back over here. So print will also be executed and give us the output. And now get ch, close of the program. So main concept in this program, we have used two constructor and with different parameters, and this is how we will call those constructor. We will pass, if there is a string constant, that is the words, then it will be in double quotation. If we will pass any integer, then it will be without quotation. So let's see. Success, and now run the program. So this is our output. Code and display, code and place was used under the display function, and subject was kept inside print function. So one by one it was called. So first we have called display, then print. So this is the sequence. This is the output shared by you all, and in previous lecture I have given you a program to pass the parameter for name of book and its writer. So good, well done. Lab work for today, write a program to demonstrate the concept of constructor overloading. So take the class name as the employee. So if the class name is employee, That means your constructor name will also be employee. So take two constructors in the program. First one with one parameter, you will take it as department, and another parameter, another constructor with two parameter, that is ID and name. Okay, so as we did right now, we were having class name as college and we have passed parameters in that also. Same way you have to do for this. So okay, good, till now you're doing great. Everybody try to do, and I know you all have potential to do great things. So keep on working hard and learning. Thank you. God bless you all.